Tomorrow morning, an automated server at the Parkes Radio Observatory in Australia registers an anomaly. It flags a highly specific, narrowband radio emission broadcasting at exactly 982 megahertz. Curiously, astronomers notice the frequency is drifting by about negative 0.22 hertz per second. This shift in pitch proves the source of the signal is accelerating relative to Earth, moving through space independently of our planet's rotation. To rule out local interference from a microwave or a passing satellite, researchers execute the BLC-1 verification sequence. As this spatial map shows, when the telescope swings the dish away from the target star, the signal vanishes. When they point it back, the emission returns. Passing these rigorous tests strips away every terrestrial explanation. The data forces the scientific community to accept the reality. The signal is artificial, and it is coming from deep space. But the planned diplomatic timeline is shattered by modern information flow. A leaked internal message triggers viral AI deepfakes and public panic, causing financial markets to experience extreme volatility. While global communication networks dissolve into chaos, the scientific community is paralyzed by a far more specific realization. The hard data regarding the signal's origin suggests an immediate threat. The Brookings report describes a distance buffer. A distant signal would be processed slowly, since communication takes centuries. However, parallax measurements eliminate that buffer. This stellar map shows the transmission originates from our neighbor, Proxima Centauri, just 4.2 light-years away. At this distance, the discovery is treated as an acute threat vector. Superpowers secretly mobilize military radar and satellite tracking, viewing the transmission as a technological asset that must be secured before it can be monopolized by rivals. The proximity of the source turns a scientific breakthrough into a volatile geopolitical arms race. The pressure is on for scientists to crack the message before national governments escalate the situation. The incoming transmission is demodulated into a continuous stream of binary digits, totaling exactly 1,902,341 bits. Because 1,902,341 is a semi-prime number, researchers can factor the binary stream into a two-dimensional visual grid. By dividing it into its prime width and height, the noise organizes into these clear geometric shapes. To translate these symbols, linguists employ linkos, a system designed to facilitate communication without a shared language, by building a math-to-behavior dictionary. The sequence begins with radio pulses for natural numbers and binary notation, then builds to propositional logic, representing true and false statements. This exhaustive decipherment proves that the signal is an intricate, highly deliberate set of instructions intended for execution. The completed Linkos dictionary reveals a technical blueprint for a self-replicating, stellar-scale harvesting machine. A specific quadrant of the schematic contains a localized temporal countdown, with alien numerals ticking downward in sync with the message's repetition. The signal is an automated bid for resource extraction. The transmitting civilization is desperate for physical survival, and the machine they've sent the plans for is designed to harvest the resources of our own solar system. But there is one final chronological mystery. Proxima Centauri is billions of years old, so why did this signal arrive exactly tomorrow? The source didn't travel from across the stars to reach us tomorrow. The probe has been drifting dormant in our own solar system for millennia, remaining silent throughout the entirety of human history. Our recent global deployment of high-frequency satellite constellations and high-power military radar created an artificial electromagnetic envelope. That radio frequency bubble finally breached the probe's activation threshold. We weren't discovered by an alien civilization. Our own technological noise woke a dormant alarm, and it's unclear if we are ready for what happens when the countdown reaches 0.